Today is the first day of spring. Happy spring, everyone. You are watching America's first and only daily talk show for and about the Filipinos, and we are packed today from American Idol news, from the backstage, those interviews that you did not see. Also, we're going to be celebrating the achievements of a Kababayan pride. Meet her today on the show. She's a very inspiring individual. And we're also going to try to answer some of your immigration questions that you sent us via Facebook. My name is Janelle So, your Kababayan in Los Angeles. At ito naman po ang mga balita.
Pinoy na Pinoy, Weekend Balita.
Ronnie Ligo is joining us from their Glendale newsroom. He is the editor-in-chief of Weekend Balita. Magandang hapon sa iyo, Ronnie. Mukhang maganda pa rin ang balita tungkol sa immigration reform.
Oo nga, Jen. Magandang hapon po sa inyo. Mukhang tuloy-tuloy na nga po ang pag-progress nitong immigration reform. Actually, this morning we heard over the radio that apparently there are going to be two bills that will be introduced by both houses, sa Congress po at saka sa US Senate, at mukhang sa April po lalabas itong mga bills na ito. Ang news po natin dito is of course from a Tea Party Senator, si Rand Paul, who proposed na mukhang sila na rin yata ay mukhang on board dito sa immigration reform. At although ang kanyang proposal, however, Janelle, is not to give instant or a path to citizenship sa mga undocumented immigrants, mga 11 million yan. Ang gusto po nila, mukhang magkakaroon yata ng parang ang tingin ko, Janelle, is worker visa, no? Kailangan pa rin sila sponsoran ng kanilang mga employers kung talagang magiging legal sila. Pero at any rate, gagawin legal itong mga undocumented immigrants.
And that's what we talked about the last time, Ronnie. I think that was on Monday when you wrote that article about immigration reform, asking if it was amnesty or a necessity. And we have concluded at that point that it is a necessity. 11 million undocumented immigrants, plus they add to U.S. economy, and they do
new
the job.
Taxpayers. Just imagine that.
Yes, exactly. And so this is a step forward, definitely, because now the Republicans, it seems that they're more welcome, they're more amenable to what's going to happen with immigration.
Exactly. Oo. At hopefully, by April nga, next month na yun, ilang linggo na lang po, maasahan natin kung talaga pong andyan na po yung immigration bill. However, on the part of Asians, ang fear po natin kasi there were also recommendations to eliminate yung sibling petitions at saka po yung mga adult children. Sana naman po hindi mo maalis yan kasi alam naman natin nakakasira po sa ating mga family reunification yung ganyan po hindi natin makapiling yung ating mga kapatid at saka yung mga anak na adult na po.
This is why it's important to have debates, because we can talk about things and iron out things and try to find a middle ground in terms of disagreements. Meanwhile, Ronnie, speaking of debate, another hot topic naman sa Philippines this time that they have been debating on is birth control. Kabilang dito yung RH bill, of course. There is a birth control law that has been suspended by the Philippine Supreme Court.
Exactly. Noong po January, nag-take effect po yun, yung sinasabing reproductive health law, no? Ngayon po, because of petitions that were submitted to the Supreme Court, they are giving these petitioners days to debate on this bill. Kaya po sinuspend nga po, gaya na banggit nyo, Janelle, ito pong reproductive health law. So ngayon, until June 18, when they will hear these petitioners, arguments why they should be repealed or suspended, or kasi nga alam naman natin this law will provide sex education to children, to education. The department will implement that, and also to provide free condoms to those who cannot afford to buy condoms.
Yes, the law requires government health centers to hand out free condoms, and the schools, it requires schools as well to teach sex education to children, which a lot of people think that it is very important in order for us to be a progressive country in the Philippines. But at the same time, let's not discount that 80% of the country's 100 million population, Ronnie, are Catholics. And of course, a lot of those against this are Catholics and the priests.
Exactly, no? Of course, alam naman natin, mga surveys, sinasabi nila, they favor contraceptives, the use of contraceptives. Kasi nga, nabanggit mo na, 100 million. Napakalaki po ng population natin. 12 yata sa buong mundo at 7 sa buong Southeast Asian region.
That is why so many people are still leaving the Philippines looking for greener pastures. Sila yung tinatawag nating overseas Filipino workers or overseas Filipinos going to the different parts of the world. And that is why we also have OFW News here on this segment. incident in Malaysia. 8 Filipinos are now being charged over a deadly incursion.
Yeah, since March 5, alam naman natin nagkagagulo po dyan sa Sabah, where a group of militants, they're being described, pero actually they claim themselves as rightful occupiers of the northern portion of Borneo, dyan sa Sabah. Now, 8 of these 200 gunmen daw na aresto are now facing charges in a Malaysian court. Ito po yung mga supporters daw po ni Agbimuddin Kiram, yung pong brother ni Sultan Jamalul Kiram, na kung saan po these gunmen occupied that portion. Actually, ngayon po, meron pa rin pong mga pursuit dyan sa party na yan. So we'll see, and we'll see how these new charges are going to develop and how many more will be arrested at kung talaga po magkakaroon pa po ng gulo dyan. However, meron po ngayon proposal from the government of the Philippines, si President Noynoy Aquino, sabi niya nga po, that should be talks between the two countries para po finally ma-resolve yung issue na yan.
Yes, we can't always resort to violence if we want to resolve conflicts. But for now, Ronnie, thank you so much for sharing those stories with us.
Maraming salamat po sa inyo.
Mas marami pa pong balita sa kanilang website, www.balita.com. You see that on your screen. Also, don't forget to pick up a copy. It's for free. Their Balita newspaper. Also, their brand new broadsheet paper, which is called US Asian Post. When we return on Kababayan LA, we will answer some of your immigration questions. Don't go away.